Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of our Seed Showcase series. Today's Seed is an all-biome classic-sized world, so let's take a look at the map and see what else it has to offer. Now, the map right here in front of us, you can clearly see the spawn point is down here. We have a very obvious Woodland Mansion, two villages, one here and one here, a desert temple which is down here, and the ocean monument is out over here. It's got a couple of igloos up here as well, one of which has the brewing stand underneath it. Now, starting off in the bottom corner, we have the Mesa Bryce, the rarest of all the biomes, I think, in this game at the moment, along with probably ice spikes as well. But hey, Mesa Bryce down in the bottom corner, a little bit of peaky stuff you can see. The jungle biome on the Mushroom Island are right here. The Mesa biome is actually over here with the rest of it. The ice spikes is located over here, and obviously the rest of the biomes are kind of scattered all about. Extreme hills mainly in this area, and a large portion down the middle. So, we're going to actually start off by going over to the Woodland Mansion, because if we go inside the Woodland Mansion, I've noticed two chests without really trying to find anything in particular, and one of which is over here on the ground floor with a diamond chestplate, a golden apple, and a lead in it. Always a nice good start to have things like that. And then if you actually go up to the top right here, the second chest, which I've noticed is this one right here, which has a diamond hoe, melon seeds, golden apple, and some other bits. Aha, so then let's go and take a look at everything else. Particularly we want to have a look at where the biomes are as well. Now obviously you can see from over here the jungle biome and the Mushroom Island and a very well hidden desert temple buried in the floor here. Now if we drop down here we can have a look inside the temple, and it has a look of the sea too, a saddle, 4 emeralds and feather falling, one in there, 4 pieces of gold in another saddle, and some more gold and another saddle in that one. Okay, so obviously you can get easy food access from the mushrooms on the Mushroom Island, and then if we fly around in this direction, we're going to head up on where the spruce forests are, the extreme hills, and obviously the Mesa Biome. Now you can kind of tell where stuff is on the left-hand side of my screen anyway, but it's always nice just to have a look at them in-game itself. Not much to this Mesa Biome, I'm afraid, but this is pretty much what you'd expect when you have all biome classic worlds. The swamp is over here, and you have a couple of tiny little Mesa Islands out here as well. So if we fly across the top of the world, we're actually going to cut back in again and take a look at the village that we skipped over. Not much to this village. It's a fairly decently sized one, but it doesn't really have any of the buildings that you'd be looking for an easy start. Obviously, it has plenty of farms, so if you ever want to get going, definitely a place to check out from your spawn point. So if we then head over in this direction, we're going to head up towards the ice spiked biome in the corner and check out the other village. You can see it generating in over the back of this hill right here. Again, the ice spikes, there isn't that much, but considering what ice spikes are actually used for besides looking pretty, I think they pretty much serve the purpose for the amount that you have right there. Then obviously you can see that this is the better of the two villages, the fact that this one actually has a library and a blacksmith on it. So those easy level 30 enchant tables will be set up by the fact of just having all the books pretty much made for you. Then if you fly over to the very top of the world, you can see the igloo with the brewing stand below it, where you can convert a zombie villager into a normal villager. Last but not least, we're going to take a look at 2 spider spawners, which have actually spawned inside of the stronghold. Now, I haven't actually been able to locate a library on this stronghold, so if anybody else can actually find one, then I would definitely please let me know and I can add it in. So the first of the 2 spider spawners is this one right here, and if you actually come down to this one, the items actually are smashed on the floor. The stronghold has broken the chests, but this is what I recovered when I was down here, so it looks a decent amount. You got some beetroot seeds, some golden apples, and a name tag particularly from that one. But I would recommend hitting that one as quick as you load the area in, otherwise you will lose all those items, which are pretty easy to gain, to be fair. Then we can head over to this one, just through the little bit of a roofed forest, landing on the second spawner. This one has 2 intact chests, as you can see, from the items within them. Again, little bits and bats, but then again, they're always nice to have starter spawners in the world. If anybody wants any other spawners finding, please let me know which ones, and I can take a quick look in creative for you to save you losing the achievements when you load stuff in survival. End portal over here, it has 4 Eyes of Ender already in it, which makes actually life a little bit easier. It's probably one of the most filled in I've seen for a while. But that pretty much wraps up this world, except for the Mesa Bryce and the Ocean Monument, which is down in the bottom of the world. You can see the 3 spikes we have for a Mesa Bryce, which is enough to class it as the biome itself. That's definitely not a Mesa, that's a Mesa Bryce. And last but not least, we have the Ocean Monument buried under the floor right here, and if I take a quick night vision, you should be able to get a better view of it. And there it is with the front entrance on this side, and if we grab ourselves a water breathing as well, we can take a quick look to see if there actually is any sponges. The 2 sponge chambers are at the front right here, which if you dig through, you can tell this one actually does have some sponges, which is a nice change from my survival world, which on all of the ocean monuments so far I've found don't have any. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I guess I will see you all again in the next one. Bye bye.